to submit this.
Yeah. Well, I know what for some reason you're not allowed to remove things that you submitted.
Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to remove anything unless you're a, manager.
Yeah.
Because we have to
I know,
set up
that's not my problem, it was more that you can't remove your own submissions.
That's just, because we can't we only for all files, then.
No, it makes sense. It's just more annoying.
That's why you just email Joseph and go, don't use this one.
Although I'm pretty sure the fact that one of them is labeled updated is probably gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Better reply. Yes. Agenda, here we go.
Yeah, Katie sent this to me, I sent back some notes.
I sent back.
Oh, hey, both of you actually. Do you guys have an email about grassroots tutors? Okay, how many?
It asks a question.
Oh,
Your state.
I think it's like 3 though.
Okay, perfect.
It probably will be 4.
He already has.
Oh, he has?
Wait, why? Why?
Parker Day, the state.
From our last contact tutor, I was like,
Probably just guess.
That's right.
Well, because he's
fair, that one is
Oh, Eric texted me he's gonna resign.
doesn't have a region in the state house.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, exactly. I know Concannon only because Concannon actually
It's
knows
not
my
close to agriculture.
so I talked to him. And I was like, damn, you got some good calls. Vote for you now. She's the only one that showed up to the door. So,
Well,
yeah.
Carson.
I remember getting an email from the, like I did for,
it's like our roads.
Dalton.
Yeah, since
You have to fill out the form to resign. He still has to fill out the form.
I was sitting there for years.
I wonder if you're on the email list. You guys see email when Dalton resigns.
10 years.
Yes.
I moved to South entirely.
Am I the only one? Is it only me? Kate still? Probably.
To be fair, I have a right to be.
You know what?
Mr. Blood.
Good. Anything he says is me walking. So.
that's Raina Williams.
Do what?
Well, I didn't know somebody was going to join our basic women's basketball team.
You never know.
She feels stuck okay. She could join your team.
Let's try to avoid.
I feel like she just like randomly appears all the time.
When I get up here, she's gonna go behind the.
Right after me, just like Kevin's good.
Turn around and go back to his seat.
No, I cannot. I'm teaching a class, and my class is during that time, so can't do it.
And you're done?
Yep, I have a job, so I'll be back in Chicago.
Oh, you shut
Yeah.
up.
You should put like slightly off.
Yeah.
Just so you have, like slightly, if it's slightly off.
Well, yeah, I mean, him and I are.
No, are you going like sideways to sit with you?
No, I gotta.
No, absolutely not. Are you sure it's on like a perfect level?
I can't say anywhere. No, we want to talk about how not.
I'm busy.
I think they have a spot.
Editing.
I saw that. I was like,
Hey, I have to. It's a really hard shot. Kansas State University, Wildcat March. I know.
All of them.
I think I would do that.
Offered.
But I'm not gonna do this. Okay.
Because
Writing my office.
He's like, I mean, you look at your wife, you just have to go to school.
Oh, I got some butter. Like this one.
I was like, somebody clothes.
it's meant to
Talk your own, like 100 degrees. Right.
People who number is.
I thought I was gonna scroll. I was like sitting in there. I go.
I've had multiple people call me because they were thinking, yeah, I'm emotional. Oh, my friend. I remember they were like class
I have this whole It's on my end, air conditioning. I'm just like, so everybody else is really interesting.
I didn't really think about it.
Fortified down by the average.
And then alteration of time that he had
What?
And I could just all over those specific.
Tell me why.
I can't. Was it good? Is your guys' So we don't have, you don't have the chef.
Every time I complain about it, it's like, well, why did you wait? No.
It still hasn't changed yet.
Good to see you.
Our professor said today in class he changed.
I told him
to next Thursday.
As part of what he said on the other class.
So,
And the due date has not been changed.
as an instructor, I took it. I said I would post the extra credit assignment for 2 days ago. Still have it. I'm gonna do that right now. No, I'm like teaching the class. Like, I'm an actual instructor. No, I have a GT. I have a learning assistant. Literally. Yeah.
Really good?
Yeah.
It was on the first one.
Bro.
Maybe, yeah.
Did you see the one? It's so true. I just don't really think of how studio treatment. Okay, got it.
Just email me, because I have a video.
Drop it. My husband was dropping it.
Especially for you.
Physics. They're all physics. They were their physics graduate students, undergrad students together, and so grad students. After, so it's just like a house of nerds.
Bringing them up as the.
I use it as a form of.
So how do you want that to work?
Yeah. We're gonna have regular thing. Remind Denise next time. Need to talk to Denise.
Well, I mean, Frank can work and then we can.
We need to send that out.
You might have to I can give you more information.
We will have to.
So we would love to.
Is that okay? Sorry, obviously not.
Set my alarm.
It's his.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
I'm excited about.
So I'm gonna remove that, I'm writing down everything. What? Would that work?
I was going to not just have it.
Very slow.
This is beautiful.
I love it.
Stature. You probably should. It was a video.
It's the one side.
Yes. Yes. Hey, your work. So that
I mean, honestly, yeah. Like that's a, I mean, that would be a real big drive.
But you said that email out here. It's very, where's it coming from? Where did they come from?
Find a venue large enough for popcorn.
Sorry guys, we're gonna be in Schneider for one of the weekends.
You're a visitor. Yeah, with like the high, like scrunchy on. I got scrunchies when I
He just like, he has a house, you can just, theoretically go there.
Did you
That's like a old fashioned.
My parents were in trouble. And I'm not, that's not.
Bring in all these kind of
Testing.
I now call this meeting of the Student Senate to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to begin our Student Senate meeting taking place on Thursday, August 29, 2024, with a land acknowledgement. We recognize that Kansas State University, as the first land-grant institution, stands on the ancestral land of the Kaw people. Our state of Kansas is home to 4 federally recognized Native nations, the Iowa, Kickapoo, Prairie Band Potawatomi, and Sac and Fox. We must remember that the land serving as the foundation for this institution was and still is stolen land acquired by white settlers. We pledge our commitment to creating decolonized spaces at the university while advocating for the support and future success of Indigenous faculty, staff, and students at K-State. And with that, Speaker Pro Tempore Heseltine will take it away with our first roll call.
Alvarez. Here. Black.
Here.
Ludd.
Here.
Brugan.
Here.
Koch.
Here.
Dibelbis.
Here.
Ediger. Here. George.
Here.
Giefer.
Here.
Glanville.
Here.
Glasscock.
Here.
Griffith.
Here.
Hannah. Hoffman. Holmes. Holmes.
Here.
Holzmeister.
Here.
Islam. Jacobson. Jonak.
Here.
Carton.
Here.
Keen.
Here.
Kidd.
Here.
Kermer.
Here.
Lee. Lilly.
Here.
McCullough. Moore. Moore. Otto.
Here.
Palenko.
Here.
Robbie.
Yes.
Richenberg.
Here.
Shah Savari.
Here.
Shirky.
Here.
Stewart.
Here.
Shunk.
Here.
Sushanik.
Here.
Zacco.
Okay, with that, we will go into our first open period. So if you'll please close your laptop screens. Today we have the Associate Vice President for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging, Corey Williamson. Change of script. We have the new Union Director, Brent Freeman.
Corey, we should have gone you first to have like a ceremonial passing of the torch from director to director. But either way, we'll do that. We'll do that behind the scenes when it's all said and done. Hey, good evening, y'all. Thanks for having me today. Really, the goals are pretty short and sweet. I just want to take the opportunity to introduce myself to you all as the new executive director of the K-State Student Union. Tell you a little bit about myself, and probably most importantly, after I'm done here, we're going to go down and get some pizza from Hunt Brothers up here that'll be available in the first recess for you. We got some Pepsi out there for you. That's the main goal today, but also a chance to get in front of you all. So again, my name is Brent Freeman. A little bit about me. I come to you all from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, where I previously served as the director of the Nebraska Unions. And I've been a 20-year higher education professional and have had stops at Washington State University, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, University of Colorado Boulder, UNL, and then here today actually officially marks 30 days at K-State, believe it or not. I started exactly I don't know if I'm worthy of that yet, so hang tight. Maybe in like 6 months you can give that. But so I want to say thank you. Many of you have welcomed me already or stopped by the office and said hello, and so many thank yous for the open and welcoming environment you all created for me. It's really a big goal of mine to continue the great work that Corey has done in this position and that the union staff do on a daily basis to really enhance the student experience and work really closely with you all in doing that. At all my stops, one of the things I've really truly enjoyed is working with student government. We've had some awesome initiatives at all of those schools that I've been able to be a part of and work together with the versions of SGA at those schools that I'm really excited to work with you all and continue to enhance not only the union, but really campus collectively and the role that we can play in making sure that student experience is as awesome as it possibly can be. So I'm so glad you all are in the building, a floor down. You're probably going to get sick of me. I'm visiting Sarah and her team in her office all the time down there, so don't be surprised if you see me poke my head in. Don't be afraid to reach out to me. We'll have my card at the back at the end here for you all to grab, but let me know if you want to join in conversation, pick my brain on something. I'm definitely going to come pick your brains on a lot of things. I'm going to be honest. I want student feedback in everything that we do because I think it's super important. This is your building, and we're going to carry forward the work that's been done. This is a really, it's a phenomenal building, and I love the energy and the life that's in here, and excited to have you all in it. And come up to the office, see me too. If you need to track me down for something, don't hesitate to come up to the second floor and track me down, send me a meeting invite. Really looking forward to working with you all this year, and I think there's a lot of cool initiatives that we're going to be working on together. So. With that, welcome to an awesome school year and looking forward to what's ahead. And with that, I won't officially hand it. I'll let you hand it to Corey, but it's almost the passing of the baton here, unless you all have any questions for me.
Are there any questions?
Yes. What's your favorite thing about K-State so far?
Great question. So what really attracted me to K-State in the first place is, as I mentioned, I spent some time at Washington State University early in my career. I went to Washington State as an undergrad student. If anybody's ever been to Pullman, Washington, the parallels between Manhattan and Pullman are awfully similar. Manhattan feels like home, and K-State feels like home very much the way that Washington State did. It's part of what attracted me here, and honestly, even before day one, as Derek welcomed me to the team with open arms, it's felt like that all along. So the family atmosphere, the energy and the passion that the student body has for this place is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to get to my first football game and see that just absolutely explode, but I feel it in the building every day. And so I'm excited to see that continue to grow, but yeah, it's the passion and the pride that you all have for this place is what really stands out.
Are there any other questions? Vice President O'Malley.
Yeah.
Favorite restaurant in the union?
So that's a loaded question because there's multiple answers. I love them all. They all make up who we are. It's hard for me not to say, please visit Chick-fil-A and Hunt's Brothers, as those are part of the union's portfolio. I'm just kidding. No, I am a huge Chick-fil-A fan. So if I had to make one choice, it would definitely be a spicy sandwich with no sauce and the pickles. It's hard to beat that.
Cinder Alvarez.
As a fellow union employee, I just wanted to ask, I work for the bowling alley. Have you tried out our new lanes yet?
Yes, I have rolled a few balls down there. How awesome,
nice.
right?
They're way better than me, like, trying to cut my hand fixing something, you know? I was talking to Corey about it earlier.
An underrated goal, right, was the safety. That was that's part of that. So I look forward to coming back later in the fall, and as time allows, let you all know we are going to do a grand reopening and really celebrate that. We're still working a few kinks out there, as you know, but we're getting close. So we're definitely going to celebrate that accomplishment and invite students down to come enjoy it.
Any further questions? Okay, thank you. Okay, and now we have the Associate Vice President for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging, Corey Williamson.
take the whole podium here. Very good. So, thank you for allowing me to have a couple of moments with you. I think they're going to have a presentation that'll be coming up in just a second. But wanted to reintroduce myself in my new role, actually. So I am the Assistant Vice President for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging. Really excited about the work that we've had an opportunity to do over the past, maybe say 6 to 8 months. I started in January of this past year. So been getting my legs under me. In the meantime, really excited about the direction and the future of what's happening here in the union. It's been really hard to kind of take off my union hat, but I'm so glad to see Brent here, and he's doing a wonderful, fantastic job. And so I don't think the union could be in better hands. So with that, a couple things I wanted to chat about. First being the conversation and work that we've been having around expressive activity and free speech. And so there's a website that should be up on the screen because I wanted to bring that to everyone's attention because for two reasons. One, we wanted to make sure that this resource is going to meet the needs of our students. We really spent the last 3 to 4 months really thinking about how can we put the mechanisms in place to support our campus community, particularly when it comes to students. And so if you scroll down just a little bit there, there's 3 primary areas that we really focused on this year or this past summer, starting with the policy and guidelines. Dr. Thomas Lane and a team did a wonderful job revisiting our policies as it relates to expressive activity, but even going beyond that. So if I have someone, if you don't mind clicking on that first, there you go, policies and guidelines. So if you scroll down through there, you will see our free speech policies, and keep scrolling. As you go down, our student conduct policies. So some of these policies, many of these policies existed already, but what we wanted to do is put them in one location, so then that way students and our faculty and staff don't have to try and track them down throughout the K-State website. So we built that space, or DCM built that space, so that way it can be kind of a one-stop shop resource for our students. So really excited about that. And then I want to go to the resource section. So if we scroll all the way up, I appreciate you being patient with me. There we go. Let's see here. If you go all the way, there we go. Yeah, so I think we're in the right spot. Actually, no. So if you scroll all the way up, I'm sorry. There we go. We should have practiced this beforehand.
Bar of resources.
Let me see. Free expression.
All the way here?
Yeah. Let's see here. How about this? You all can figure out how to work a website, right? So let's just do this. All right, so we have resources. Which one of those areas is going to be a new team that's been developed? So Andy Thompson and his team has worked to create a group of folks that's going to be available to support our students or whomever on campus, that if there is any need for expressive activity or any type of demonstration or protest, that there will be a resource for those students to understand maybe what are the best approaches or protocols, making sure that they have the support that they need, make sure that they get the guidance that would be helpful for them to be effective and impactful in their work. Matter of fact, that team came together today and they did a training to make sure that they had all the resources. So, and they talked about First Amendment, de-escalation, OIE policies and practices. So that team is equipped and ready to go to be a support for our students. And then last but not least, there is a group that has been working on putting together some programs and events to help equip our students for civic engagement, right? And so the ICDD office, Staley School of Leadership, General Counsel, and the list goes on, of folks that came together. And so that group was able to put together a list of connection opportunities. So for example, we'll have voter registration every Tuesday here in the Union. There's going to be an early voting location here in the Union in the Bluemont Room. You all have also, SGA has been a great partner in the work. So there's a lot of amazing things happening, one for this season in particular, but beyond that, I hope that this can be kind of a launching point for bringing that civic engagement conversation back to higher education, and that we can start educating our students from the moment that they walk into the door as prospective students all the way to graduation, and creating those opportunities for them. So we'll keep doing that work. And then if we go back to that home page there, Well, actually, yeah, we can just go to the presentation. It's fine. But if you go back to the homepage, if you scroll all the way down to the homepage in the Civic Engagement website, you will see a section where it talks about the history of civic engagement here at K-State. And one of the most recent examples of civic engagement here on our campus, our expressive activity, was the KS Unite experience that happened in 2017. And so in 2017, there were some things that happened either proximate to campus or on campus that I don't know that our campus felt was proud of, and I think our students felt like we really needed to reconnect and come together and figure out really who we are, what our values are, and we wanted to express that. And so the president at the time canceled classes for the entire campus. I think it was like overnight, not a lot of planning, but it was a very impactful experience, so much so that experience has carried forward since 2017. And so with that, this year we are having conversations around what is KS Unite, what does it look like, what does it mean, and how do we want to proceed and go forward with it. And so once again, thank you for all of your website gymnastics you've been doing. So we'll go overhead and go to the presentation here. So what we've been talking about, and if you just kind of flip through some of the slides here, because we've talked through the civic engagement, so you can keep moving, we're good. Keep it going there. KS Unite, what we're going to do, or what we hope to do this year, is really have KS Unite be a full Kansas State University experience. So we would launch KS Unite at the Olathe campus. Salina campus would have a KS Unite on October 16th, and then potentially and hopefully a Manhattan KS Unite on November 13th. The reason why I say potential is I was just talking to Alondra earlier today, and I said that I feel pretty confident, about 90% there on KS Unite. But the one thing that I want to make sure that we have before we make a solid commitment there is the student voice. And so we've had student involvement over the summer. We had a student that was involved in the conversation, but I want to make sure we get our students back on campus and just make sure that this is something that we really want to continue to carry forward, something that's we're willing to buy into, and that we feel like it's really special to our K-State experience. And so I came today because I wanted to, one, share what we're thinking, what our plan is, but then two, I want to get some feedback depending on how much time we still have. So if we scroll forward here, how am I doing on time, by the way?
You've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
I can make it work. All right, so KS Unite. The goals, 3 things. We want to bring the K-State faculty, staff, and students together. We want to reaffirm our commitment to inclusion and belonging. And then we want to gain a better understanding of the needs of our students. Those are the 3 primary things. If we don't do anything else with KS Unite, those are the 3 things I'm hoping that we can accomplish with our event and our program. So if we scroll forward. So this is the list of folks that have been engaged and involved. We have about 20 campus community members that are engaged in the conversation. What I would love to see after this conversation is additional folks that might be interested, particularly our students, in getting involved. If you see up there, Alondra is representing SGA strongly, but I would love to have more additional voices as well. And then we have representation from across campus, and then we can scroll forward here. But when we think about what we're hoping to accomplish with KS Unite, these are the things that I think as of maybe yesterday, a couple of days ago, that we feel pretty confident that we want to make sure happens. So we want to do something that's going to uplift our community. So have a support for Cat's Cupboard, kind of a food drive, community portrait project with Nate McClendon. He explains this so much better, but there's a webpage that you can learn more about the community portrait project. K-State history, we want to talk about the holistic history of K-State from the beginning to where we are now. And there's a lot of things that we can be proud of with K-State. And then a keynote speaker that's going to be relevant to the needs of our students, right? And to the needs of the campus community. So if we scroll forward one more, is that everything? So I think I did my time, so that's perfect. So with that being said, I really want to make sure that you all are aware of what we're working towards. Sarah Hyman has been doing a great job with helping us with building up the content for the program. Chaz Jackson, as well as co-chairs of that particular area. And so what I'll do now is I'll kind of take a break and maybe get some questions or thoughts or some reactions to what we've talked about so far.
Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we're still in open period. Are there any more first open period speakers? Okay, seeing none, today's a little special. We have the State of the Association address from the student body president.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the student body.
Well, good evening, Kansas State University. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker Pro Tem, Mr. Vice President, our administrators, student senators, friends, and guests, it is truly an honor to stand before you all this evening, and I thank you for the opportunity. As we gather here at the start of our new academic year, we stand at the threshold of possibility. We have just 7 months left in our term to make an impact that will last far beyond our time in these roles. With a record-breaking incoming freshman class, we are witnessing the next generation of Wildcats bring fresh energy, perspectives, and potential to our campus. This presents an extraordinary opportunity for us to engage, empower, and lead by example. Our administration was built on 3 key pillars: voice, values, and vision. In the months following our election, we've been working hard to turn these words into action, ensuring every student's voice is heard, making decisions rooted in the values that unite us, and creating a collective vision that will shape the future of this university. These principles aren't just words. They're the foundation of our commitment to represent every student and set a forward-thinking direction for the future of our campus. We've really been hitting the ground running, with several initiatives already underway. For those in the legislative and judicial branches who haven't yet had a chance to meet our cabinet members, they're all seated here at the front, each one an outstanding individual contributing to our team. Among our ongoing projects, we're working to, for one, extend library hours to better accommodate student schedules. We're also working closely with administration to advance President Linton's goal of integrating applied learning opportunities into every student's curriculum before they graduate. We're also advancing K-State as a health-promoting university and finding ways to demonstrate that we care for the well-being of our students. Additionally, I'm excited to share a sneak peek of an upcoming opportunity for students to propose funding ideas for enhancing our campus's outdoor spaces. I'll have more details on that sometime soon. These projects are just the beginning, with many other initiatives in progress, thanks to the hard work and collaboration from all of you guys. As I reflect on our shared passion and the why that the students in this room have, I realize that for many of us, it is the desire to make an impact and leave a legacy during our time at K-State. While reflecting, I realized how important it is to look at our history and recognize student leaders who have come before us and the impact that they left on us today. So let's take a minute and we're gonna look back and appreciate the significant contributions of some of our SGA leaders in the past. So this first picture here is from 1959, when SGA led the charge to change our name from Kansas State College to Kansas State University. This bold move reflected the vision and ambitions of that era's student leaders. They were able to see far beyond their time and initiate a change that would last well into the future. So these second photos are from 1966, when SGA passed a resolution to ban cigarette sales on campus. This is a forward-thinking decision that prioritized student health and well-being long before it was a societal norm. Also, on this same slide, also in 1966, within the legislative branch, there was a committee named the Association of Married Students. This committee worked hard to make healthcare and insurance more affordable for married students and students with children. Their efforts remind us that SGA's longstanding commitment to inclusivity and serving the diverse needs of our student body is important and will remain important. In 1978, student body president Sam Brownback, who later became a United States Senator and governor of Kansas, began discussions about the need for a new basketball arena. He recognized that K-State was outgrowing Ahern, and his foresight ultimately led to the construction of Bramlage Coliseum in 1988. This example demonstrates that we can have big goals and initiatives even if they seem too big to be accomplished in just our term. Through the 1970s, 1990s, 2020s, parking on campus has been a reoccurring issue in many election campaigns. While some things never change, the persistence of these efforts remind us that some challenges require long-term commitment, and some issues don't just have one solution. Finally, in 1959, extending library hours was an initiative on SGA's agenda, and in 1967, students were also prioritizing revamping campus involvements, which are both initiatives that we are still very passionate about today. So that's all the photos I have for you. But the reason I highlight these bits of our history is to remind us that we are all here for a reason. We're passionate about representing students and making a difference. These examples demonstrate that despite the short terms that we serve. We have an opportunity to leave a lasting impact at Kansas State University. But I believe to achieve this, there's one key ingredient. We must work together. One of my primary goals this year is to strengthen collaboration across all branches, amplifying the impact that we can have. As President Obama said in his 2012 State of the Union address, he said, "We should all want a smarter and more effective government. And while we may not be able to bridge our biggest philosophical differences this year, we can make real progress. With or without this Congress, I will keep taking actions that help the economy grow, but I can do a whole lot more with your help. Because when we act together, there's nothing that the United States of America can't achieve." If we apply his words to our universities, they still hold true. I will continue to work on initiatives that support our students, but our effectiveness will be greatly increased if we can work together. So as we look ahead at the months remaining in our term, let's remember that our time is limited, but the impact we can make is limitless. So together, we can ensure every voice is amplified, our values continue to unite and guide the decisions that we make, and our vision can become a reality. Let's finish this term with the energy and passion that brought us here, leaving K-State better than we found it. Thank you, and go Cats.
Okay, we will now go into the approval of the minutes. The minutes were passed out on Wednesday, and I sent out copies from both our last meeting and then 2 meetings before that. Does anybody have a motion to approve the minutes? Chair Cope.
I have some amendments for both of the minutes.
Okay.
So on the 18th, so resolution 2425-6 is the approval of the student body president's cabinet, not an amendment to the Constitution. For under college caucus time, constitutional amendment should be amendments to KSU SGA Constitution to liberate college councils, and resolution 5 is out of order and it should be above resolution 7.
We did a lot of things out of order because a lot of the stuff was just, we had a problem with the numbers got all off that week. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but all the numbers were wrong when we did it. So that's probably why it looks like that, if they're different now.
Okay.
But we still can change it.
Okay. And then Bill 4 should be between 5 and 7. So that's for the 18th. Then for the 25th, can we change over to oversight, please? And in the reference of legislation.
Okay, is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we now have a motion to approve the minutes as amended? Senator Shirkey.
I move to approve the minutes as amended.
Is there a second? Is there an objection? Okay, the minutes will stand approved, and we will now go into announcements. 1, welcome back, Senators. I hope everybody had a refreshing break and is ready to continue our important work. As we begin this term, stay focused on our goals and work collaboratively to achieve the best outcomes for our student body. I look forward to the progress we will make together. 2, election commissioner application. The form to apply to be KSU SGA's 2024 through 2025 elections commissioner is now live. Applications are due before midnight on Monday, September 11th, 2024. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Speaker Quest if interested and fill out the link in the agenda. 3, at-large committee member applications. The form to apply to be an at-large member of a Student Senate Standing Committee is now live. This is a great opportunity to bring new people into our organization, and I would encourage you to share the link around. It's also found in the agenda. 4, proxies. If you're going to be absent from Student Senate meeting, please fill out this link, even if you aren't sure if your absence will be excused. 5, if you'll be physically absent from Student Senate but would still like to attend via Zoom, please fill out the Student Senator Zoom request form. Speaker Quest will review the requests based on the Student Senate attendance policy. Please submit requests here. 6, want to give props to someone in Student Senate, fill out the Senate shout-out form, and Speaker Pro Tem Heseltine will read them at the end of our meeting. Fill out your shout-outs here. 7, the SGA Member of the Week are our Emerging Leaders Coordinators, Emily Haynes and Carly Saya. This past week, they represented SGA well at the Activities Carnival and have added several dozen freshmen into the Emerging Leaders GroupMe. Thank you, Carly and Emily, for your hard work and a great start. 8 is the upcoming events calendar, and the quote of the week is, far and away, the best prize that life has to offer is a chance to work hard at work worth doing. Okay, and before we get to commendations, I'm told the pizza just arrived. Yes, Parliamentarian Blood?
I moved to recess for 10 minutes.
Excellent. Is there a second? Okay.
I use commercial, not private. AG money, man. You'd be surprised.
Because I'm slightly like traumatized by
My freshman year was change, and I think it is. So we did math freshman year, a lot of my sophomore year, junior year, we did
That was the one day that I had to see my and I was like, if I screw that up, she's gonna look at me and that's gonna be over. Yeah, so I'm gonna call up your names. So get fast. Yeah, no, you're good. They'll be direct. They'll be direct.
Okay, if you guys could find your seats, we'll go ahead and get started again. Moving on from announcements, we'll go directly into commendations. So if somebody has a motion to consider Resolution 15, Chair Koch.
I move to consider Resolution 15.
Okay, if the author would please come forward.
Resolution 24-25-15, commendation to the Kansas State football players drafted in the 2024 NFL Draft. Authors Vivian Griffith. Whereas on April 25th to 27th, 2024, the 89th Annual National Football League NFL Draft took place at the Hart Plaza in Camp Bismarck Park, Detroit, Michigan. Whereas the Washington Commanders received the 53rd pick of the 2024 draft via a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. Whereas the Washington Commanders selected Ben Sinnott, a tight end from Kansas State. Whereas the Dallas Cowboys received the 73rd pick of the 2024 NFL Draft via a trade with the Detroit Lions. Whereas the Dallas Cowboys selected Cooper Beebe, an offensive guard from Kansas State. Whereas the Los Angeles Rams received the 554th pick of the 2024 NFL Draft as a compensatory pick. Whereas the Los Angeles Rams selected KT Levinston Jr., an offensive guard from Kansas State. Whereas Ben Sinnott was named a first-team All-Big 12 for the 2022 and 2023 seasons. Cooper Beebe was named as the unanimous All-American for the 2023 seasons and as the Big 12 Offensive Lineman of the Year for the 2022-2023 seasons. And Katie Levinson was named Honorable Mention All-Big 12 into the Waco Tribune-Herald Super Centix All-College Team. And whereas a Kansas State University student Odin Body wishes Ben, Cooper, and Katie good luck and great success in the NFL. Be it resolved that Section 1, the Kansas State University Student Governing Association gives a hearty congratulations to Ben Sinnott and hope that he does well in Washington, D.C. Section 2, the Kansas State University Student Governing Association gives a hearty congratulations to Cooper Beebe and hopes that he does well in Dallas. Section 3, the Kansas State University Student Governing Association gives a hearty congratulations to Katori Levinston Jr. and hopes that he does well in Los Angeles. Section 4, upon passage by the Student Senate and signature of the student body president, copies of this resolution shall be sent to Ben Sinnott and his family, Cooper Beebe and his family, Katori Levinston Jr. and his family, editor of the Waco Tribune-Herald Steve Boggs, Kansas State University football coach Chris Kleiman, Kansas State University Director of Athletics Gene Taylor, and Kansas State University President Dr. Richard H. Linton.
Are there any questions for the author? Chair Coat.
Line 46, it should be LOS Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Okay, good catch. Senator Shirkey.
Sorry, I put the placard up. Same thing.
Okay, Senator Zago.
Line 51, it should be Coach Chris Kleiman without an N, without the first N.
Okay, Caucus Leader Kerber.
Can I get some background as to why including editor of the Waco Tribune?
It's a local newspaper from the player's hometown. I thought it'd be nice for them to hear from us.
Are there any further questions or corrections for the author? Okay, does somebody have a motion to approve the resolution? Senator Shirkey.
To approve the resolution?
Second.
Is that unanimously?
Yes.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor of approving Resolution 15 unanimously, please raise your placards now. Proxies raised too. Okay, you can lower them. All opposed, same sign. Okay, the resolution will stand approved. Okay, now moving on to Resolution 16, the commendation to the Kansas State University in Italy. Is there a motion to consider? Senator Glanville.
I move to. I just blanked. I'm so sorry. Consider Resolution 16. Second.
Okay, will the author please come forward?
Feels good to not be a tiny box up on the screen this semester. This is Resolution 24-2516, commendation to Kansas State University in Italy. Authors Brandon Kermer, sponsors Anna Koch and Benji Carton. Whereas the Kansas State University KSU in Italy program began in 1991 for students in the College of Architecture, Planning, and Design and has been located in Orvieto, Italy since 2006. Whereas in 2017, a summer semester program was added to host students from all colleges at KSU so that they too could experience Italy. Whereas the KSU in Italy program is important to the development of future designers as it provides a better understanding of the built environment through the lens of being in a foreign country. Whereas while being fully immersed in Orvieto's community for the semester, students participate in trips to various cities and towns across Italy, deepening their understanding of the rich architectural history and culture that shapes each region's contribution to the nation's overall identity. Whereas providing an opportunity for design students to physically visit buildings that they've learned about during their time at KSU adds a deeper meaning and connection to their education and future profession. Whereas in addition to traveling, students take part in a multitude of cultural workshops that describe the process of making pasta, wine, cheese, olive oil, honey, mosaics, ceramics, and leather products, to only name a few. Whereas students taking part in the KSU in Italy Spring 2024 program departed for Orvieto, Italy on January 16, 2024, and returned to the United States on May 6, 2024. Whereas KSU in Italy hosted 52 College of Architecture, Planning, and Design students, along with 3 faculty members, and whereas the spring 2024 semester had the most students that the program has seen in one semester, which requires a lot more organization and planning. Be it resolved that Section 1, the Kansas State University Student Governing Association, KSU-SGA, commends the KSU and Italy faculty and supporting staff for their hard work and dedication in providing an outstanding education abroad experience for Kansas State University students. Section 2, upon passage by the Student Senate and signature of the student body president, a copy of this resolution shall be sent to KSU and Italy Program Director Serena Croce, KSU and Italy Program Director Graziella Gaspari, KSU and Italy Program Coordinator Roberta Anselmi, Director of International Programs for AP Design Jessica Canfield, Project Coordinator for AP Design Courtney Markle, Director of Education Abroad Caitlin Christianer Donkers, Education Abroad Advisor for the College of Architecture, Planning and Design Amanda Mack, Communications and Events Coordinator of the College of Architecture, Planning and Design Thomas Jackson, Architecture Department Head of the College of Architecture, Planning and Design Matthew Knox, Interior Architecture and Industrial Design Department Head of the College of Architecture, Planning and Design Nathan Howe, Landscape Architecture and Regional Community Planning Department Head of the College of Architecture, Planning and Design Houston Gibson, Dean of the College of Architecture, Planning and Design Michael McClure, Associate Dean of the College of Architecture, Planning and Design Cater Kingery Page, Provost and Executive Vice President Jesse Perez Mendez, and University President Dr. Richard H. Linton.
Are there any questions or corrections? Chair Koch.
Sorry again. There's a little copy and paste error. So Dean of the College of Architecture on 54 should be after Houston Gibson in line 60.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Caucus Leader Kidd.
Line 62, can we add, I think, Dr. Provost Mendez, please?
Okay. Senator Shirkey.
This is a really minor thing, but line 40 after the word semester, it's the first word on line 40. Yeah, after the word semester, there's technically supposed to be a comma.
Okay. Are there any other questions or corrections? No.
We need a comma after Italy on line 10, a comma after 2017 on line 13. The superscript TH needs to be removed from both 16 and 6 on line 34. That's it.
Chair Strunk.
The title of the commendation is on line 2 instead of 1.
Okay. Are there any further questions or corrections? Caucus Leader Kidd.
I just have a question. So when do we spell out the number versus like list the number? So like line 37 is 3. So when would that be 3 as in THREE versus 3 as in the number?
Great question. Anything under 10 should be spelled out.
Cool. Thanks.
Any further questions or corrections? Okay, seeing none. Is there a motion to approve the resolution? Senator Dybelbis.
I move to approve resolution 16 unanimously.
Second.
Is there an objection? Okay. Okay, with that, we'll go into approval of appointments. Is there a motion to consider resolution 17? Senator Griffith.
I move to roll call resolution 17 through 20.
Not roll call.
Yeah, we don't roll call when we vote on the resolutions.
Joint consider, sorry.
Okay. Is there a second on the motion to joint consider resolutions 17 through 20?
Second.
Is there an objection? Okay, the author can come forward.
Awesome. How are you guys doing? Let's get the show on the road. Resolution 24-25-17, approval of appointment to the judicial branch. Authors Andrew Navarro. Sponsors Hattie Polson, Elizabeth Chapman, and Carson S. Cuesta. Whereas it is necessary to approve the Chancellor of Student Tribunal for the 2024-2025 academic school year. Whereas this position was sufficiently advertised. Whereas applications were made available to all students who showed interest in the Kansas State University Student Governing Association. Whereas there were 10 applicants for the Chancellor position. Whereas the following individual has been selected by the Attorney General to serve on the basis of their leadership ability, experience, and dedication to serving the Kansas State University student body throughout this next term. And whereas this appointment is subject to approval by the Student Senate, Be it resolved that Section 1, the following individual be approved to serve as a Chancellor of Student Tribunal for the 2024-2025 Kansas State University Student Governing Association KSU-SGA term, Ash Vucevic. And Ash is not with us today, so they will not be doing. So, yeah, awesome. Next one.
We have to use questions to correct.
Oh, shoot me. Yeah.
Are there any questions or corrections for the author? Senator Shirky.
I have one correction. Lines 24 and 25 are both spaces. Only one of them need to be.
You're going to see that again.
Any further questions or corrections? Parliamentarian blood.
On line 7, Hattie Polson and Elizabeth Chapman need to be removed as sponsors as they're not members of KSU-SGA at this time.
Gotcha. Then I will friendly amend that we add the sponsor, Katie Albertson, there.
Okay. Any further questions or corrections?
The period after Carson needs to be removed.
Anything else? Okay, Resolution 18.
Resolution 2425-18, approval of appointment to the judicial branch. Authors Andrew Navarro and Katie Albertson. Sponsors Carson S. Cuesta. Whereas it is necessary to approve the Student Review Board Chair for the 2024-2025 academic school year. Whereas this position was sufficiently advertised. Whereas applications were made available to all students who showed interest in the Kansas State University Student Governing Association. Whereas there were 10 applicants for the chair position. Whereas the following individual has been selected by the Attorney General to serve on the basis of their leadership ability, experience, and dedication to serving the Kansas State University student body throughout the next term. And whereas this appointment is subject to approval by the Student Senate. Be it resolved that Section 1, the following individual be approved to serve as a Student Review Board Chair for the 2024-2025 Kansas State University Student Governing Association KSU-SGA term, Joseph Pondillo.
Are there any questions or corrections? Senator Shirky.
The 24-25 thing.
Also occurs on lines 3 and 4.
Okay, are there any further questions or corrections? Okay, moving to Resolution 19.
Resolution 2425-19, approval of appointment to the judicial branch. Leadership ability, experience, dedication to serving this Kansas State University student body throughout the next term. And whereas this appointment is subject to approval by Student Senate. Be resolved that Section 1, the following individuals be approved to serve as justices of Student Tribunal for the 2024-2025 Kansas State University Student Governing Association KSU-SGA term. Viridiana Barraza Rivas, Tate Henry, Ella Irwin, Emmanuel Afori-Ba, Jordan Skripsik, Gracie Jo Stanton, and Grace Wichern.
Senator Shirky.
The 3-4 and the 24-25 lines also a little up for on the whereas clause where it says this position was sufficiently advertised. Unless there's a legal reason for it to be singular, there are multiple positions, so I think it should be these positions. Unless you're like required to say this position.
No, I think you got it. Yeah, these is cool.
Chair Coe.
Yeah, line 23, since it's plural, it should be these appointments are subject to approval by Student Senate. And then in the title, put a bit of appointments. All right, Andrew.
So true. No.
Senator Shirky.
I had a question. If you happen to have this information, is 45 applicants, is that low? Is that high?
That's very high. I think the highest it's been, at least for the past 5 years.
Any other questions or corrections? Okay, Resolution 20.
Yep, Resolution 242520, approval of appointment, it's going to be appointments, to the judicial branch. Authors Andrew Navarro, Katie Albertson, sponsors Joseph Lilly, Carson S. Cuesta, whereas it is necessary to approve the justices of the Student Review Board for the 2024-2025 academic school year, whereas this position was sufficiently advertised, whereas applications were made available to all students who showed interest in the Kansas State University KSU, Student Governing Association, whereas there were 45 applicants for general membership, whereas the following individuals have been selected by the Attorney General to serve on the basis of their leadership ability, experience, and dedication to serving the Kansas State University student body throughout the next term, and whereas this appointment is subject to approval by the Student Senate. Be it resolved that Section 1, the following individuals be approved to serve as justices of Student Review Board for the 2024-2025 Kansas State University Student Governing Association KSU-SGA term. Kutina Cabrera, Rianne Collins, Thu Dow, Gabriella Guillen, Joshua Maupin, Allison Mirian, and Troy Pert.
Any questions or corrections? Senator Glanville?
Same as the previous resolution. These positions were sufficiently advertised on line 12, and then on line 23, these appointments are subject to approval by the student senate.
Okay, Senator Shirkey?
The spaces 3, 4, 24, 25. Also, I don't know if we're allowed to amend this, but the title of the resolution is also singular. So if we can amend the title to be appointments plural, we should do that.
Any further questions or corrections? Parliamentarian blood.
Are there going to be appointments to the parking citation appeal board at all?
Look at your, what's it going to be? Friday morning, K-State Today. We're going to have the applications open then. The applications are open now if anyone wants to join. And yeah, if anyone is interested, they can reach out to me or Mr. Chair or Mr. Speaker over there. And yeah, we can figure it out.
Any further questions or corrections? Okay, we made it. Does anybody have a motion to approve the resolutions? Senator Shirkey.
I move to approve resolutions 17 through 20 unanimously.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there an objection? Okay, the resolutions stand approved.
So, everybody? Yep. All right, awesome. Oh, this is going to be a fun crowd. Cool. Okay. What a great looking group. Okay, so I'm going to start with the oath of office. So if you guys could put up your right hand. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of the judicial branch and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of Kansas State University Student Governing Association. Awesome. Okay. It's a little tradition that we do here. So we do name, major, hometown, and then you're going to do your favorite smell. I did not tell you guys that we were going to do the favorite smell before, so I'm excited to hear what y'all have.
Okay, hi guys. This is my last time getting sworn in, so I'm going to introduce myself in Kiowa. Hi, how montan, Akonya Joseph, Hakidao Kaya Goigu, Mon Kitankame, Ama Awu, Benga, Atao Awu. I basically said, hi guys, my name is Joseph. Again, I'm from the Kiowa tribe. I descend from the Monkeys and the Tonkames, and I'm happy to represent myself as probably one of the only Native Americans here. So I'm a 5th year in poli-sci and Strand. Favorite smell would have to be saffron. Love good saffron. I'm from Oklahoma. Don't look at me like that. Saffron, whenever it's in a perfume, it hits. Trust. Yeah, I think that's all.
Hello, my name is Viri Diana, though most of you may know me as Viri. I am a 3rd year here at K-State studying political science and philosophy with a minor in psychology, and my favorite scent is peppermint.
Hi, I'm Katina Cabrera. I'm a senior here at K-State. I'm majoring in psychology and French, and my favorite scent is almonds.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm a junior studying English and history. Do you say your hometown?
Yes.
And I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and my favorite smell is vanilla.
Hi, my name is Rianne Collins. I'm a 2nd year sophomore here, and I am double majoring in environmental sciences and wildlife biology. I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and my favorite smell is cedarwood.
Hi, my name is Gabriella Guillen. I'm from Abilene, Kansas, and I'm a 2nd year studying political science and Spanish. And currently I'm obsessed with pumpkin everything smell, but when it comes to like perfume, I love like a good powdery perfume. If your grandma wears it, I probably also wear it, so.
Hi, I'm Tate Henry. I'm a junior. I'm studying advertising and public relations, and I'm from St. Joseph, Missouri. favorite smell is probably like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney World.
Hi, my name is Anthu Dao. I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in family life counseling. I'm from Garland, Texas, and my favorite smell is lavender.
Hi, I'm Troy Peer. I'm a sophomore studying biological systems engineering, and I'm from Amarillo, Texas. I love like any type of cleaning products, but like pine and all more specifically is my favorite scent.
Hi guys, my name is Josh Maupin. I'm from Leawood, Kansas. I'm a junior studying biology, and my favorite smell probably is baked cookies.
Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Skripsick and I am a junior double majoring in legal communications and journalism with a minor in Spanish. My hometown is Wichita, Kansas, and my favorite smell is like when you open your back door on like a crisp fall morning and it just like smacks you in the face. That's it.
Hi, my name is Gracie Jo Stanton, and I am a junior majoring in political science and minoring in English. And I'm from Hays, Kansas. That's in rural Kansas, by the way. And my favorite smell is vanilla.
Hi, I'm Emmanuel Furiba. I'm doing a PhD in security studies in the political science department. I'm a national security analyst and a lawyer. And my favorite smell, oud from Creta Ventus.
Hi, I'm Grace Wisher, and I'm a second year biology major from Olathe, Kansas, and my favorite smell is rain.
Hi, my name's Ella Irwin. I'm a junior studying political science, pre-law, and communication studies. I'm from Olathe, Kansas, and I also love the smell of rain.
Okay, seeing as we've exhausted approval of appointments, we will now go into committee reports. Are there any committee chairs who want to give a report? Chair Koch.
All right, guys, so a few different things. Strategic oversight did not meet this week. That's why the parking clarity resolution is not in final action. We just didn't meet, and I know the authors are still working on it. So we're going to get that for you here in a few weeks whenever it's ready to go. Secondly, I forgot what I was just about to say. Guys, it's been one of those days. So secondly, this comprehensive plan has different chapters. And so under the chapter of health is we have to, like, all of the SGA members have to, like, get a training provided about mental health resources. But as you can clearly see, exec and judicial have abandoned us. So I'm probably gonna have to reach out to those branch leaderships and present this to them at a later date. But I was like, let's just do it, and so it's done for the year. So this is basically gonna cover well-being resources that are normally covered in like green bandana trainings. This is just gonna be a little bit more in depth of it. So we're gonna start off with the CARE office. It is the Center for Advocacy, Response, and Education. It is really gonna be a good resource for those who have been victims of sexual assault, sexual violence. It is confidential. There are advocates that are available to meet with all K-State members, so students, staff, faculty, to help support. And then there's different educational interactive training options for how to deal with specific situations. Next is the K-State Family Center. This is going to be primarily for families. I'm a Jardine RA, so I get to deal a lot with different families, but they have different like family and couples therapists. It's open to the public, so it's not just K-State specific, so you can always recommend them out. And they really focus on situations within context of relationships and families. There's lots of words on the slides. I'm not expecting you guys to read all of them. I'm just kind of giving general overview. Next is the Office of Student Support and Accountability, so SSA. They were formerly Office of Student Life. So they really work with students experiencing any challenges. So they will do absence verifications and excuse absences. You'll go through them. If you have any academic concerns, you'll go through them, or students of concern. So there's a form that you can fill out. If you guys are concerned about one of your classmates or a friend, you can fill that out, and then they'll get an email so you can provide more information about why you're concerned. And so then SSA will reach out to them. People don't have to go through SSA to get support, but I know last year one of my friends asked me to fill out a report because he would not have gone to Lafine if I didn't do that. So some people know about it, some don't, and you can remain anonymous with those student of concern reports. So next is the K-State Police Department. They work to provide a safe campus. I mean, I feel like this is self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. They are trained for mental health situations, so if it arrives. The Morrison Family Center for Student Wellbeing is currently now housed in the Union, just right upstairs. They offer non-clinical well-being advising, primarily for emotional, physical, and social well-being. But they will provide resources like PowerCat Financial, the Career Center for all different types of well-beings, hence the liaison. And then next is the Morrison Family Multicultural Student Center. So literally right next door, Multicultural Union. I'm pretty sure that's where our DEIB meetings are going to be held. Okay, perfect. The chair's not looking at me, so I'm just trying to give him a little crap.
What? Yes.
That just made my day, guys. So it's just a great space for those who just want to get together, especially those from different cultures, or even just it really is just a great place to go for that. Then we have the Spectrum Center. This is formerly known as the LGBTQ Center. So it's really focusing on LGBT relationships and making sure everyone feels safe and welcome there. And so if there's any need, or you feel like you're getting discriminated because of how you identify, that's a great place to go. I don't know, CAPS is missing. Anyway, Crisis Stabilization Center and Essentia and Via Christi Hospital, those are gonna be big mental health concerns. So it's gonna be real therapy, mental health distress. It's just a place if you're really concerned about someone, you send them there. So the next is the TELUS app. I don't know what happened to my CAP slide, guys. That makes me sad. Obviously, Lafine Counseling and Psychological Services. You can get free sessions, up to a certain number of sessions per semester, free and paid for, free counseling, and you guys can schedule appointments through the patient portal, but it only goes about 12 hours out, online or in person. And then the TELUS Student Support app is a really good app that your student services...
The speaker's time has expired.
Senator Shirky.
I move to extend the speaker's time by 3 minutes.
Okay.
Is there a second? Is there an
It
objection?
doesn't need that long.
The speaker's time is extended.
So TELUS is a really good app that our student services fee helps to pay for, and really it's just a good app. So if you guys want to scan that QR code, basically there's mental health assessments, but there's also study tips, meditation, there's walk through different physical activity, exercises, things like that. And you can also talk to a therapist 24/7, and it's completely free for us students. So with all of that, do you guys have any questions?
Senator Glanville.
Can this PowerPoint be sent out to the body so we have this in a print form?
Absolutely.
In case we need to access it?
Yes, I can do that as soon as I'm done.
Are there any further questions? Okay, thank you. Are there any further committee chairs that would like to give a report? Okay, seeing none, are there any directors that would like to give a report? Okay, seeing none, we'll go into the introduction of allocations. There are two bills. Bill 9, which is for the Black Student Union. They requested $1,000 and recommended $1,000. And then Bill 10 for the Kappa Delta Chi sorority. They requested $1,000 and recommended $1,000. Is there a motion to introduce the allocations? Senator Glasscock.
I move to introduce the allocations.
Okay, are there any questions about the allocations? Seeing none, we will go into second open period. Are there any second open period speakers? Senator Glanville.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to campus. As you know, this weekend is our first home football game. Yay! If you love the K-State Marching Band pub crawl, unfortunately, pub crawl is not happening this week. However, there is Purple Power Play at the Blue Earth Plaza here in town, where the band will be playing around 8:15 p.m. Friday night. Join us there. If you're not there, you're a square. Unfortunately, I don't make the rules. Thank you.
Are there any further second open period speakers? Okay, seeing none, we will do reference of legislation. Both bills 9 and 10 are going to the Student Allocations Committee, and Speaker Pro Tem Hesseltine will take it away with our second roll call. Yes. Speaker Pro Tem Hesseltine will take it away with our Senate shoutouts.
Okay, we only have 9. You guys. Okay. Shout out to Joseph's introduction. I ate that up. Shout out to record interest in the judicial branch. Shout out to pizza. We need more of you. Shout out to Grammar Police for showing up tonight. Shout out to the highest judicial application in 5 years. Sign it for Oroy. I literally do not know what that means. Shout out to the 67 student senate for banning tobacco from campus before it was cool. Sorry, I don't know why that took me so long to understand what that said. Shout out to Paige for the great speech. Our history is a thing we need to know and keep near our hearts. Go Cats. And then shout out to the Karsten Cuesta. What a man. That one actually came before we started Senate. Like, I don't know. I noticed it. It was at like 6:30, so I don't know.
I did not submit it either. Now Speaker Pro Tem Hesseltine will take it away with our second roll call.
Okay. Alvarez.
Here.
Black.
Here.
Flood.
Here.
Brugan.
Here.
Koch.
Here.
Dibelbus.
Here.
Ediger.
Here.
George.
Here.
Efer.
Here.
Glanville.
Here.
Glasscock.
Here.
Griffith.
Here.
Hannah.
Here.
Hoffman. Holmes.
Here.
Holzmeister.
I'm here.
Hoffman's here. Islam. Jacobson. Jonak.
Here.
Carton.
Here.
Keen.
Here.
Kidd.
Here.
Kermer.
Here.
Lee.
Here.
Lilly.
Here.
McCulloch. Moore.
Here.
Otto.
Here.
Palenko.
Here.
Robbie.
Here.
Richenberg.
Here.
Shahasavari.
Here.
Shirky.
Here.
Stewart.
Here.
Strunk.
Here.
Zashanik.
Here.
Zacko.
Here.
Is there a motion to adjourn? Caucus Leader Kermer.
I move to adjourn this meeting until Thursday, September 5th at 7 p.m.
Second.
Is there an objection? We're adjourned.